So there are 5 major things going on right now that may actually indicate a major reversal in the crypto market, which would be fantastic for the price of ADA, already accelerating, doing well against the market. And this may just send us into that next leg in terms of alt season. Now, before we get into this, guys, I want to give a big shout out to you. All right, we crossed 20,000 subscribers yesterday. I've grinded hard on the channel. And guess what? None of this would be possible without you guys, without all your engagement, all the time you spend watching it. So from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate everything you guys do. And I look forward to seeing what we can continue to do as the channel grows here. So we know that ADA has 2 of the best charts in all of crypto. This one, the price chart, looking very, very good over the last 6 days, just green candles nonstop. And we also know that this ADA BTC chart is just booming. All right. We are setting new highs, new lows, new highs, new lows as this accelerates. And now we're even approaching our long-term trend line. And this is our potential breakout zone where ADA may in fact start going berserk versus BTC. Now, the crazy thing about this is this may actually accelerate because there are some major things going on right now that people need to know about. So first of all, Federal Reserve's potential rate cuts. We got our CPI report yesterday. We know that that was actually good. We've had a couple good ones in a row, which is nice. And now we're actually seeing the potential for interest rate decreases here as time goes on. Now, what they're projecting, obviously, is our next FOMC meeting that's happening on July 30th and 31st. And it's very unlikely that we're going to get an interest rate decrease in that FOMC meeting. It's only at about 6.7%, so not very high. But if you accelerate to the next meeting, this is actually increased to a possible 84.6%. So we are now heading down that path where we may, again, see this easing taking place in terms of the middle and lower class here in the US, which is great. So progress on Ethereum ETFs S1 filings. So those were all filed on July 8th. And unfortunately, we didn't follow the path of BTC. All right, BTC had the approval on the 10th, so just a couple days after. We're obviously a few days past that. Just know at any moment, the market may start to go berserk from this approval. We have this big looming approval at some point here. It's probably just going to slap the market right in the face, and we may take off. There'll be robust excitement. Nothing's been, frankly, that exciting overall, and the market is just amped up and ready to go, right? Now, the CFTC's chair's stance on crypto, what they actually came out and said the other day was that between 70 to 80% of cryptocurrencies are not securities, which is a big deal because we know we're waiting for the passing of FIT 21 in the Senate and then to go to the president's desk and to be signed into law. This would bring the CFTC into this industry. And frankly, they're a very pro-crypto agency, clearly. You know, we're talking about very two different sides of the spectrum. Okay. The SEC thinks that everything outside of 4 of them are securities, and the CFTC says 70 to 80% of cryptocurrencies are not securities. So that would obviously be great for the industry as a whole. We know Goldman Sachs is going to be working on some tokenization projects that are going to be taking place this year. And we know that obviously Emergo is helping bring real world asset tokenization to the Cardano blockchain. That's an area that we haven't really dove too far into yet, but it's something that obviously, if there is more interest in it, it can bring further adoption to Cardano. And then JP Morgan's optimistic Bitcoin outlook. So they're actually talking about huge year-end prices. I forget what they were actually, but they're talking about another $8 billion to flow into crypto from institutional investors by the end of the year. And this is a really big deal because we know institutional buying has ramped up lately and it's really helped out prices here in the short term. But what do you think things are going to look like when things start getting exciting in the market again, when institutional money begins to flow heavy, or you have all these things basically being catalysts on top of each other? We know we've been trying to deal with the last of the German government selling. There's not much left. And guess what, guys? Remember, ADA has been doing its moves here recently outside of the moves of BTC. And a big reason why this is because ADA got to this point where it was so oversold that all you were left with was long-term holders, people that frankly weren't going to push the price down. Really, the only reason ADA even dropped as far as it did was because of its big pairings with BTC, big pairings with Ethereum. Now we're on this steady rise to the upside. So again, watch for when ADA does in fact breach this long-term trend line in terms of its ADA BTC chart. Right now, we're still floating around 40 cents. It's all looking very good, but there's a lot of possible things that could frankly send the market very soon. That's why I keep telling people, be prepared, be prepared, be prepared, because there is not going to be a warning. It's going to happen very, very quickly. If you guys remember back in October when ADA did in fact first start running, it happened out of nowhere, right? We were flat, and then just pop. We ran a very, very long distance in a very short period of time. So eventually this is going to become a long-term sprint. All right. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.